Alright, hey guys, Pax here, welcome back to yet another Pokemon Pocket video. And in this video, we're pretty much going to be kind of reflecting on the past. This should be coming out on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And given that, I feel like this is the best time to just kind of be thankful for this game. I am in no means excusing all the issues revolving this game. I'll definitely be making a video, maybe towards the end of the year, kind of addressing all the issues in this game and like how to fix them. It was kind of fitting to pair that with the start of the new year. But for this video, it is a season to be thankful, so I'm just going to be basically kind of just stating personally how I feel about the game, all the features that I enjoy, and all the positive things in this game. Also, I did make a ton of videos kind of chastising this game in the past, like just kind of addressing all the issues. Again, flashback to the advanced ticket fiasco. That still leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I just feel like they could have handled that a lot better, and they even after handling it, they had a chance. But no, instead of having the advanced ticket still in the game and be like, okay, like we're gonna use it for something else, like you're not gonna lose the item, but no, it's gone from an inventory. Like, it's really, they could have really just kind of came back. But yeah, it's just, if you guys don't know about the whole advanced ticket fiasco, I did make a video. It was essentially a lottery system. You had a chance to get like 1,000 or even 100 pack hourglasses, but a very slim chance. And more likely than not, I got like what, 12 hourglasses, or I think 24. Same with non-advanced ticket players. It definitely felt like a waste of potential. A lot of people were comparing it to the GS Ball equivalent in this game, because I mean the GS Ball didn't really lead anywhere in the Pokemon anime, much like in this game. But yeah, enough of that. We're supposed to be thankful. This is Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are very snug. Hopefully you guys had a good time with family as well as friends. I'm actually recording this like an hour before my family gathering, so yeah, and if you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then hopefully you guys are having a good life. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So yeah, very casual video. I'm just going to be playing footage of ranked matches in the background, and I'm just kind of basically speak my mind. But yeah, first thing I want to kind of address, what I'm thankful for in this game, is the trade feature. Like, when you think of gacha, I feel like you don't really necessarily think of trading. Like, sure, there's a pity system. I feel like gachas nowadays, it's kind of essential to have some sort of pity system. Pokemon Pocket has that, yeah. And again, I could talk more about that later on, because there's a bunch of cons to that as well. A lot of people want that to be universal, which I do agree. Like, this is a universal pack point system. But trading in general is nice. Like, I mean, for one thing, like, it's very Pokemon-esque, you know? Like, I feel like Pokemon, the heart of Pokemon is trading. Even back in the day, like in the original games, I mean, yeah, before it was like super highly competitive with the esports and stuff, trading has always been kind of a factor. The game kind of even incentivizes you to trade, especially since certain Pokemon do have to be traded in order to evolve. And I just thought of this, but they should very much add, imagine you get a flair for trading or something like that. They should add something a little extra to trading in this game. That'd be pretty cool to see. Like, if you trade, you get like a special trade flair or something like that. Not really that necessary, but again, it's something a little extra. But trading just makes this game a lot more doable. Like, I've seen stories where like people are free to play and they collect every card. They are able to collect every card because of trading. Trading really does help you out both financially and also mentally. Because I mean, there have been certain times where I get shafted. I would open like 50 to 100 packs and hardly get any EXs, and the EXs that I do get are dupes. And trading makes that a lot more just doable, because again, you can just, if you get dupes, you can just trade. There's a lot of Discords, a lot of Reddits, and even some apps that you could use for trading if you don't have any friends that play this game. So yeah, I really do enjoy that, because it does kind of build a sense of community, which is very Pokemon-like in my opinion. And the way they handle trading, I feel like Dena did kind of listen. I'll talk more about this later on, but they do listen to community feedback. And when trading first came out, a lot of people didn't like it, specifically because of trade tokens, hard to get, and later on they turned it into Shine Dust. Now, I know a lot of people nowadays are kind of low in Shine Dust to become kind of like trade addicts, especially since 2-star gold cards and shinies are now tradable. And speaking on that topic, again, they listen to the fans. A lot of fans, consumers of this game, wanted more to be added to trading. And then now we can trade 2-star gold cards and shinies, which is very huge. And that's why a lot of people are freaking just kind of salivating over the thought of getting Professor Oak. And granted, it did cause a lot of issues, especially with 2-for-1 tradings. Very risky. Essentially, you trade 2 good 2-star gold cards for 1 2-star gold card and another one that's kind of like a filler. So yeah, that's kind of an issue, and they can easily fix that later on, which I'll kind of address in my other video. Yeah, trading is nice, and on top of that, again, it's a feature on top with other things. So Wonder Pick as well, I'm also thankful for that. Amazing. There have been times where like I would get majority of my EXs or the cards I want from Wonder Picks. And now it's slightly better, since Dena did say you're more likely to get cards that you do not own in Wonder Picks. And that's very good. Like, I really do like that. Man, it's people are kind of skeptical because I mean, it's very inconsistent. But nevertheless, I feel like Wonder Picks overall are just an amazing thing in this game. And aside from Wonder Picks, pack hourglasses. Granted, again, people want it to be universal, but when it comes to like, if you're just summoning purely on one pack, it's a nice little pity system, you know, like, yeah, I mean, they could very much make it a lot better. Granted, I mean, I was actually thinking about this the other day, but it would be kind of cool that like the more you complete the decks, like the dex missions, you get pack points on top of pack hourglasses. I think that would be pretty cool, like just like an extra thing they could add to make it so that people can get the cards that they want. But aside from the trade feature, another thing that I'm thankful for is this. This is gonna be kind of controversial, but it's the meta. I really enjoy the meta because it's somewhat refreshing. It's a good balance of like this good investments because it's somewhat diverse. Like there's some old cards that are still very huge in the game, as well as new cards, and I feel like that's a nice balance. Like I feel like every card adds something new, if you know what I mean. Like at least for now in the game, I mean later on, I mean I feel like power creep will come in and like they might just flat out release like much better cards, much better versions of past cards. Like imagine like they add like a card that's like 1-for-1 Solgaleo EX but does like what 140 150 damage. That could happen. The meta always shifts, which is, yeah, I mean, a lot of people might not like that because again, it's kind of hard like to kind of adapt to the meta. But again, there are a lot of cards from previous booster packs that are still super viable. I did make a top 5 cards that aged perfectly video on my channel. It should be the video before this one, so if you guys want to check that out, it's over there. But that's what I'm saying. Like cards such as like Zero Aura, Lucario, those cards have been out for more than 6 months, and they're still just super meta relevant. They're still very top tier cards overall, and overall a good investment. And again, just looking at the timeline, Generic Apex, I mean, this kind of started everything. Mythical Islands added a lot of interesting cards, and it does feel like the Mythical Island meta feels very much different than nowadays. And again, that kind of shows how the game kind of evolves. But yeah, Mythical Islands had kind of like Celebi, Space Time Smackdown introduced a lot. Darkrai EX is still kind of relevant. Dialga EX could work in some scenarios. Palkia EX still pretty good. I mean, you could just get lucky even nowadays. Like even in high tier ranks, like there is still that probability where like you would go first, and then you would have Palkia EX in your active. You would use Misty, and Misty will feel rather generous and give you like 4 or 5 heads. Yeah, especially, I mean, it is the time of giving, so you never know. Maybe Misty, a little bit of Copin, and then looking at Triumphant Light, we got Arceus. Amazing meta. It felt very refreshing. I see what Dena tried to do with the Arceus meta. They always try to do like some interesting gimmick, which I very much like, with the overall like kind of like the Arceus link system. Pretty cool. Shining Revelry. I think the biggest thing from this is Giratina EX. A lot of people were waiting for like a very good Giratina card, and they delivered, and it's still, again, still a good investment. Still very good to this day. Celestial Guardians. Lunala kind of fell flat on their face, but I mean, Solgaleo, very fun. I hate this card because I've had very bad RNG in the past, but nevertheless, it continues to get better and better somewhat. Exponential Crisis, again, they added a very refreshing meta in regards to the Ultra Beast. I really did enjoy that, and still, again, pretty good to this day. I mean, granted, Buzzwole EX, very fun, but Mega Blaziken EX is in the game, and there are going to be circumstances where Buzzwole EX will have to 3-hit KO that Mega Chicken, but also Blaziken does have a type advantage. EV Grove, interesting, the whole EV meta. Again, very nice gimmick. Really do enjoy just having a full EV team. Wisdom Sea and Sky, the legendaries were, I feel like, very lackluster, but in regards to other cards, I mean, Elemental Switch changed the game. Baby Pokemon as well. Secluded Springs, just the whole legendary dog trio. Just you can still feel their presence even nowadays. And then the Deluxe EX pack, which, again, a lot of people are kind of conflicted on because it's good for new players, but it just leaves a bad taste in this concurrent players' mouths. Definitely feels somewhat of a cash grab, especially with the amount of cards they added in this one pack. And also, yeah, with the addition of Professor Oak being in this pack, the full art version. But again, for new players, it's amazing because, I mean, it had cards such as Greninja, Magneton, and of course a ton of EXs. So insane value. Each pack, if you're watching this like 6 months in the future or whatever, each pack guaranteed an EX, which is amazing, again, for a new player. And then nowadays you can just trade it with anyone. And then nowadays, Mega Rising, Megas are dominating the meta. Most of them, at least. Again, Mega Gyarados. If you're watching this like 6 months in the future, I mean, hopefully Mega Gyarados is a lot more viable, especially how the meta focuses on just messing up your backline. A lot of cards do that, especially as non-EX Greninja. But overall, it feels very much worthwhile to invest in certain cards. That's why I really do enjoy this. I might make a top 5 video just like which cards you should invest in, because yeah, I mean, you could very much make a deck that's like the Pokemon are from like 6 months in the past, like Giratina, not as good as back in the day, but still somewhat viable. And just kind of tweak it a little bit. You might need some trainer cards from the newer packs, but again, trading exists, sharing as well, so you can get that rather easily. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to summon on the newest pack in order to get the Master Ball, essentially. So that's very nice. And lastly, the last thing I'll be talking about, the quality of life updates. I'm gonna say that with a grain of salt, because again, Dena has a tendency of notifying us about quality of life updates too early. Like when it comes to trading, just the change of like from trade tokens to Shine Dust, they announced that like several months before it happened, and then currently they did announce that certain quality of life updates will be coming out, I think at the end of the summer of 2026. From the time that I'm uploading this video, it's currently towards the end of fall 2025. They announced this essentially a year before doing those said updates. And yeah, I don't support that, but at the same time, I mean, I feel like Dena is good at responding half the time. It's like a mixed bag, because I mean, in regards to like just looking at previous drama, there's a drama in regards to the Ho art being copied. I think also the Lugia art, but I don't know. The Lugia art was also replaced, the immersive art version. People found out that they copied fan art of the legendaries, and they were pretty fast to react. I feel like the way they reacted was the best way to do it. They basically said like, we're sorry, we are removing the art and replacing it with original art. And I feel like a lot of these things do happen. It might be, I mean, looking at it, I feel I've seen other games run into similar issues of like kind of like plagiarism, which I don't support, but it does happen, unfortunately. And hopefully they did take the right measures internally in regards to that. But yeah, overall they were quick. They did exactly what they had to do. They removed the art and gave us this amazing, just full immersive art right here. Look at that immersive art. That card looks amazing. Just hands down one of the best Pokemon cards they've ever added. Just props to, I can't really see right now, but do they credit somebody in the bottom left, like who made this art? Props to that person. But on top of that, it seems like they are kind of receptive with community feedback. Again, with the trade system, they kind of fixed that. Also, a lot of people were complaining about promo packs. Depending on RNG, it might be pretty hard for you to get the card that you want. How long do drop events last for? Like what, like a week and a half? So depending on your schedule, you might be super busy. You don't really have much time to grind. And because of that, they did add promo pack tickets and also Wonder Pick tickets, so you can just kind of trade in for one promo card of your choice. Yeah, this is a little thing they added to kind of appease the fans, which is very good. A lot of fans still want promo cards to be tradable. And also I talked about this earlier, but trading in general, just like going from trade tokens to Shine Dust, because back then Shine Dust was essentially only used primarily for flares. And I mean, flares are cool and all, but not many people really care about them. And also to use said flares, you kind of have to sacrifice one of your cards to even get one. And to add on to that, Dena did also add that like you don't really have to do that. I think like even if you just have one card, you can get as many flares as you want, and it will cost Shine Dust, granted. But again, it's a nice easy way to get flares if you do want it. Again, it's entirely up to you. But in regards to Shine Dust, I mean, I really do enjoy that change. Might be a little bit of a bias because again, I have like a ton of Shine Dust. I know a lot of people are kind of craving to get them, but I feel like that's mostly on the diehard traders. 1-star to 4-diamond cards don't really cost much to trade in my opinion. It's just more so for 2-star gold cards, as well as shinies. And again, you don't really have to go for those cards. It just, they give that option, which is very much nice. Also, in regards to this game overall, whenever Dena does announce like updates like 4 months in advance, 5 months in advance, as well as make blunders such as, of course, the advanced ticket fiasco, that pisses me off, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I take it with a grain of salt. Like, I'm like, because keep in mind, Dena doesn't own the rights to Pokemon. And as a consumer, we don't know the full story. We only know the tip of the iceberg, essentially. So yeah, the Pokemon company is essentially licensing rights to, for Dena to use their property. And I don't know the contract. We don't know the contract. We don't know the limitations. There could be certain limitations that can prevent Dena from rolling out these updates. And that's my kind of theory. But yeah, I mean, you can see them, they're trying, but it's kind of weird, you know, like they try in certain things to appease us, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that they could easily fix. A lot of people want dark mode, and for some reason they're taking so long to just kind of adapt that. Also, in regards to universal pack points, they might not do that because it might lead to like a potential loss in revenue. We don't know how much royalties the Pokemon company charges Dena, and if they do add that, that might hinder their finances, not making this game viable monetarily. And with that being said, there are people working in this game that work their ass off. Definitely, like there's some good people working on it, making the arts, making sure that all the features in the game work perfectly. And don't get me wrong, they could very much add more. Especially when it comes to this events, like they could add more like PvE events. I've said it before, but it would be pretty cool if they added like a battle tower game mode where like you will play against bots, and each time you progress further, the bots get more buffs. Like let's say like they get like plus 20 HP to each Pokemon, plus 20 more damage to make it harder for you to climb the ladder. I think that would be kind of fun to do to see how far you can get in the Battle Tower. But nevertheless, I really do appreciate them trying. And yeah, I mean, I am thankful for this game. Really do enjoy playing this. Kind of love-hate. There's been times where like I'll be recording a video or even playing ranked and I would get super frustrated and depressed depending on how that goes. But yeah, that's life. And I appreciate everything that Dena has done. For the most part, again, advanced ticket. We'll never forget that. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Kind of a short video, but again, this is something just to get into the feeling of Thanksgiving, just the thankful feeling, thankful vibe. And again, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful life. Also, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, keep it civilized. But yeah, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.